It's late afternoon, and you're standing in line somewhere familiar. Maybe a coffee shop. Maybe the grocery store. Nothing unusual is happening. But your shoulders feel tight. Your breath feels shallow. You're aware of your hands in a way you normally aren't. You're not in danger. No one is looking at you closely. And still, your body won't quite settle. You might notice this most when you're around other people. Not just strangers, but coworkers, friends, even people you like. You want to relax, but you can't. Your mind feels alert, your body feels keyed up, and you keep waiting for the moment to pass. Why does that happen? What you may be experiencing is a kind of social unease that shows up before anything actually goes wrong. In this video, I want to explain why your body can feel nervous around people, even when your mind knows you're safe, and what's really happening underneath that tension. At its simplest, this feeling is when your body stays in a watchful mode around others, even during normal, low-stakes moments, so relaxing doesn't come naturally. One common reason is learning, over time, that being around people meant being evaluated. This doesn't always come from obvious criticism. Sometimes it's small things, being corrected often, having your tone adjusted, being told to act normal, or noticing that attention arrived mostly when you got something wrong. Over time, your body picks up on a pattern, people equal feedback, and feedback equals risk. So even now, in ordinary conversations, your system stays alert, like it's waiting for a mistake that hasn't happened yet. Sometimes, it comes from spending long stretches of time needing to read the room carefully. If you grew up in an environment where moods shifted, or where you had to sense what others needed before they said it, your attention learned to stay outward. You became good at noticing pauses, expressions, changes in tone. That skill helped you then. But later, it can turn into tension, because your body never fully powers down around others. You're present, but also scanning. Listening, but also monitoring yourself at the same time. There's also a quieter layer that often sits underneath, and it doesn't get talked about much. It can begin quietly when you've had moments where you felt exposed or embarrassed, even if they were small. Maybe you said something that landed awkwardly. Maybe you noticed a look on someone's face and filled in the meaning yourself. Maybe nothing dramatic happened, but it stayed with you. Your mind remembers those moments not as stories, but as sensations. So later, when you're around people again, your body reacts first, before your thoughts catch up. Not because something bad is happening now, but because your system learned to prepare early. Here's how this can look in real life. It's evening. You're sitting on your bed with your phone, scrolling without really reading anything. Earlier today, you were with a group, work, school, family, friends. Nothing went wrong. You laughed at the right moments. You said the right things. And yet, now that you're alone, your body still feels tight. You replay the conversation in pieces. Not the whole thing. Just fragments. Did I talk too much there? Did I seem quiet there? Was that comment unnecessary? Your chest feels slightly compressed. Not panic. Just unease. If you've been there, you're not strange. You might know someone who lives like this. This is what social unease can look like when it's quiet. It doesn't shout. It hums in the background. And it often has less to do with people judging you, and more to do with your body staying on guard longer than it needs to. When this pattern shows up, your mind often tries to solve it by thinking harder. You analyze what you said. You imagine what others might have thought. You look for reassurance in memory. But the tension isn't coming from a lack of information. It's coming from a system that hasn't been told it's okay to rest yet. One gentle way to work with this is to shift where you place your attention after social moments. Instead of asking, "How did I come across?" you might quietly ask, "What did I notice in my body just now?" Not to fix it. Just to notice. You might realize your jaw is tight. Or your shoulders are raised. Or your breathing is shallow. When you notice that, you can offer your body something simple, like a slower breath, or a change in position, or a few seconds of stillness. This helps because it speaks directly to the part of you that's holding the tension, instead of debating it. Another small thing that can help is separating presence from performance. A lot of social nervousness comes from feeling like you're being watched, even when no one is actually watching. You can gently remind yourself, "I'm allowed to just be here. Not interesting. Not impressive. Just here." That reminder isn't about confidence. It's about permission. And over time, those small permissions add up. But there's one detail that often changes how people see this whole experience. This nervousness doesn't mean you dislike people. And it doesn't mean you're bad at being social. Often, it means you care about connection, and your system learned to protect it by staying alert. That alertness helped you once. It noticed things early. It kept you from standing out too much. It tried to keep you safe in subtle ways. The problem isn't that this part exists. It's that it hasn't realized the environment has changed. So if your body feels tense around people, even when nothing is wrong, it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It may mean your system is still working from an old rule: stay ready, just in case. You don't have to force yourself to relax. And you don't have to analyze yourself into calm. Sometimes, simply understanding why your body feels this way is enough to soften it a little. This is for people who seem fine on the outside, but feel keyed up in company. For people who want to relax around others, but don't know why their body won't follow. And if that feels familiar, you're not alone here. This space exists to quietly explain patterns like this, one reason at a time.